What is up, guys? We are back with another video. So I just tried to make a recording, and like a couple, I think 1 minute into it, whatever, it just kind of crapped the bed. So what I was saying was that, you know how yesterday I said I would take a trade? I ended up taking a trade and ended up losing. But thank God I did. Thank God I did. Even though I said I wouldn't, thank God I did and I lost. Because now we have learned how to play a range that hasn't been turtle souped on a higher time frame. Because obviously, we're in this 12-minute range here, and it's been turtle souped as we see, but the other side has not been met, and on a higher time frame, we are in this range that has not been turtle souped. So, how we approach this is simple, honestly. I didn't know until I lost, but what we will do now is within this range that we are in, we look for premium and we look for discount. So, whatever side we are on, that is the trade we'll take. For example, for today, since at around from 9:30 to 10:10, we were in a discount, as we can see right here. In discount, right here, we were looking for longs. Now, when to take a long, that is what we need to find out. What we learned today is before. Am I tripping, bro? I think I am. Yeah, I'm tripping. Hold up. Okay, so prior to what was it, 9? Okay, so here we were in this range right here, which we see. Oh. Hold on one moment, please. So this range actually became an order block. Hold up. Wait a minute. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, what I was going to say, we see here this range, right? And price took it out, went down lower, actually made it an order block. So, what actually is kind of like low key disproves what I was saying, but this gives us a new idea that while we're within this range, even if there's an order block already made, even if there's FRT that got rebalanced, we're still gonna wait for a lower low or a higher high. For example, today, price was around here, consolidating so much, and then we made this low here with this FRT here, swing low, FRT low, and it got rebalanced as you see, and it actually became an order block. But that doesn't matter. What we have to do is wait for that low to get taken out, obviously, since we're in a discount, to go long. So we don't take a long at the order block. We have to wait. I made the mistake of going long at the order block. Honestly, this revelation just made me kind of think back to my words yesterday saying I shouldn't be trading, because maybe I shouldn't be trading at all. Because you can be so wrong, you know? Interesting, bro. Very interesting. Because you see here, when price went below that order block low, it did this. Created this 3 minute, not a 4 minute, but a 3 minute below that low. So, in the same way that I've been wrong recently, well, at 9 o'clock there was, what's it called? Interesting, man. That is so interesting. So look, we have this 30 minute, right? Pretty sure this is our, yep, it is. Swing low and FRT low on the other charts. So if we were to go here, right? Let me make this black. Boom. Boom. We would go to the lower time frame now. What do we see here at 9:30? This 4 minute range comes below here. Turtle soup comes above here, makes an order block. This is the trade I took. I took this trade right here, and obviously you see I got stopped out. Why? Honestly, you know what? I gotta take back what I said, man. No trading within the range, man. No trading at all within the range. Until that turtle soups happen, or on either side, there's no need for me to trade this range. Because I will fall victim to situations like this. Even outside of trading a range like this, I still fell victim to a similar circumstance with that 30 minute and that 1 hour thing we were talking about the other day, yesterday. So I don't know, but price has been playing with me a lot recently, man. I'm not gonna look at that. Price came into premium and then just dipped and then made a new premium right there, and that's so weird. So weird. It's just, how do we anticipate that, man? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How do we anticipate that literally after this 4 minute becomes an OB, that is going to be the low, you know, the high, or stuff like that. So yeah, we're just not going to trade these conditions at all, because there's no need to. No need to at all. Because this is very interesting though. If you guys can help identify how to anticipate these lows after turtle soup, I would very appreciate that a lot, honestly. Very much appreciate that. Because then so weird. So weird. Something I used to do in the past was look for the original consolidation. What that means is I would look for a swing, like this, for example. But in this case, it looks like it's this one, yeah. And see, it might not even be that one. The low has to get taken out first. A better example. Let me keep looking. Yeah, I guess it's this one. It must be on the lower time frame, but this method is just so inconsistent, so that's why I don't really like using it. But as we see here, look, this is what these green boxes are, by the way. They're kind of like swings. So we get this swing low to swing high on lower time frame. Price goes 1, 1, 2, 2, and on the third one, boom, 3. That's our final low. But as you see here, there are plenty of boxes just like this. For example, here, price goes 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. So it is very hard to see, oh, which one is it actually? Which one? How do we know there's not going to be a high time frame swing that forms that will make new swings? So that's why I don't do that anymore, because it's honestly kind of a waste of time. Because even if you do that, like for example, within this little consolidation right here, I'm showing a lower time frame. What I just showed you exists. So in theory, you could have been, oh yeah, the original consolidation's already there. Price comes down, and then you're like, okay, order block, just like I was today, and then you just get destroyed. So how do we know that that is what price wants to do? I don't know. I really don't know, man. That is one thing I am for sure a little confused of. I won't lie. I wonder why it's not highlighting this for value gap right here. This is an FRT. Why aren't you popping up? You're there. MIMH, right? Oh, MIMM. That's why. MIMM. Boom. And MESM. That's low-key a fumble. I'm not gonna lie. That is low-key a fumble. Regardless, this doesn't change the nature of, okay, yeah, so this is what I was talking about. This 1 hour here, that's what I was playing. And I saw that 4 minute, and I was like, okay, you know, this is what's gonna take us up to here at least, you know. I probably said no, we're just gonna run through here. Why that is, I have no clue. No clue whatsoever, man. So you guys know, I would very much appreciate it if you could tell me. I don't know. I really don't know. Because in theory here, if we look right, price is in this 45 minute. It's not until NQ does it that every other chart does it, you know. Let's look actually. Oh, interesting. So maybe I am just the one at fault here. Because Price already showed us it didn't wanted to disrespect that order block. Ah. Yeah, look at that. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I see. So, because we were in this 1 hour range and not turtle soup yet, since YM took out the same order block that NQ was in, while being in this 1 hour range, it means that before this 1 hour range got rebalanced on any chart, NQ had to go down below here. That's just my theory, at least. So I can take that on, and I could be wrong, but that's just my theory, at least. So that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool. That's really cool. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. I'm not gonna lie. If we look to that 2 week, yeah, we're still in a range. Price is coming up though. Price is coming up. But yeah, so that's that for the moment. As we see. But yeah, so that actually makes a lot of sense. So when you think about that now, and we finally get that low broken, we see this 3 minute come in, Price turtle soups it, kaboom, and from here, because there was no higher time frame, as we see, look, there was no 2 minute, got rebalanced already. There was no, the 3 minute we already had, right? So the 4 minute, nothing. 5 minute, nothing. We actually no. Cap. Okay. Let's look at this Brother Main from an objective standpoint. So we go here, and since this was a order block, we go right here. This is our low here, boom. And below that is the 3 minute. So right here, at 10 o'clock, that's when we get our FRT, rebalance on the 3 minute and on the 5 minute. So because of that, we can go here, boop. Wow, would have been just too late out of our trading time that we would have gotten filled, because we would have wanted to get an entry based right here. honestly, the only entry possible would have been right here into this candle. Like that. Because this was an order with the 3-minute OB, by the way. So that would have been the only thing that would have given you the opportunity to go long. And then here, you would have had to go on break even. So from here, target 3R. Boom, we got filled right there. You could have gone break even or moved your stop. Target that. And then final target right here, which wouldn't have gotten filled until right here. The end of the day. Nearly the end of the day. So yeah, that would have been the entry. You see, that makes sense. Okay, that really, really makes sense. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. This now is interesting. Because we can apply this same logic to that previous price action we were talking about. The thing is, there was no OB here. That price needs to go down before rebalancing it. That's the only thing. That is my only thing. So that one doesn't make too much sense. This one, on the other hand, let's see. This chart right here. Let's go to the 1 hour. Come on, bro. It's right in front of our faces. If we go to the 30-minute, correct? This is the order block that we were in. As we can see. Maybe not on YM, but on ES for sure. ES for sure was in that order block, and so was RTY. And that doesn't matter for RTY, but as you see, ES in that 1 hour here took out that low. But so did NQ. So that didn't matter. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, you see here, YM's gone, bro. YM's out of here. RTY, been out of that range. Like right here. Been out of that, so it's a bit hard to tell. Especially here. It's like, come on. There was no 100% way to tell, was there? Yeah, because I don't know what other range they might have been in, you know? You see, now that's something. Like, it's kind of tricky. Because while price is in that 30-minute, yeah, still got that low. NQ didn't though. Interesting. See, that doesn't make any friggin' sense, bro. Doesn't make any sense at all. Whatsoever, man. Today's price action wasn't bad. I wouldn't take a short at all in these conditions. Only a long. I guess we can't say these conditions are the same as these ones. We can't. Because here price is in this huge range, and here price is in an OB. So it's not the same thing whatsoever. So I guess what we can wrap up from this, forgetting about this right here, forgetting about that. When price is in between a lower time frame range that's been turtle souped and a higher time frame range that hasn't been turtle souped, we want to take a long. In this case, since it's a bullish range, we want to take longs below and discount. And we look at the range we're in, and if that range that we're in on another chart takes out the same order block that we're in, we can anticipate for price come down before that order block, and then boom, once everything lines up, you're below this low, you got this FRT going down here, you got this FRT going down here, and then you get that turtle soup plus the OB. That is your time to enter, especially during the 950 MAC. Look at that, 950, boom, turtle soup, little wick lower, and then blast off. Yeah, we consolidated for a little bit here, but price came back into that order block. You feel me? You feel me? Back into that OB right here. And look at that. 0.75 level. Chilled there for a little bit. And flew. Absolutely flew, bro. So we know something now. Can you believe that? We learned. Wow. That is something, guys. Thank the Lord. I will admit, I was not expecting to come to this conclusion today, but it is something we've learned. So thank God. He is so graceful. I love him so much. Thank God he loves me, man. Truly. Or I wouldn't be able to do this and have these talks and learn these things, actually. So thank God. It's very interesting, though. Very interesting. So now we found another way to make money while in a range. In this case, a bullish range. If it was a bearish range, I'll give the example. I'm gonna draw it out because I don't know any actual example of this, but where is it? Right here, path. So let's say we're here, boom, and price decides to kind of do that. Oh, I messed up. I meant this. Boom. 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 So when price does this, boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah, we didn't make a lower low, did we? No, we didn't. Perfect. Okay. So when price does this, we wait for price to come into here, and any short here is good, above the line, I mean, is good. And then if something like this happens where price does that and makes an OB, and we see that we make a new range up here, but on the other charts it's in the same OB here, takes it out while we're in this range here, we can anticipate our chart to step to take it out as well. Once we get that market structure shift, enter here short, and take the distribution to the other side of the range. Whether the price comes down below here or not, I don't know. It may not. but this is the entry that we want. Take it there. That is the entry we want, and that's the exact same entry we got today. Except, as you see, in a bullish range instead of a bearish one. So we actually did learn something today, and I explained it to you guys now in both scenarios. So I'm pretty sure I understand it. God forbid I forget this. Lord willingly, we make money using it if this situation ever comes up ever again. And yeah, that's it. I think this video might be a little bit shorter than the last one. It doesn't matter the length, honestly. What's more important is the intention, and do we actually learn anything? And I think compared to yesterday, we actually learned something. So even though we did take an L today, we got a whole lot of value out of it. Just thank the Lord. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ, for saving us with your precious blood and giving us this content to learn today and that I can share with you guys. So God bless you all. May the Lord be with you. And enjoy, man. Let's make a whole bunch of money. God bless you guys.